Oh, my Lord, my Lord, my Lord, my Lord. This is the moment that we've all been waiting for. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, family and friends, lovers and supporters through the nation and around the world. You know what time it is. It's 9:01. You saw the damn thumbnail and you know why you're here. Everything on this channel is alleged, in my opinion, for entertainment purposes only. Once again, everything on this channel is alleged, in my opinion, for entertainment purposes only. Once again, everything on this channel is alleged, in my opinion, for entertainment purposes only. Yo, why does it look like the reunion is about to have more heat than the finale? Let's get into it. Oh my God, let's get into some things. So we start off with a title card of Los Angeles, and the reunion rather is happening at AKS Studios. Never heard of the studio before, but yes, this is, I think it's in Sun Valley, California. But anyway, so Melody shows up first, then Kimmi, then Marcel, and then Maurice, then Kiki, then Stormi and Courtney, and then Martell shows up, and his dressing room is the sprinkler valve room. Now, the sprinkler valve room is in the basement, okay? So listen. So, Carlos King then goes around, talks to the cast before the reunion. Now, listen. I personally feel if I was the reunion host on this show, I wouldn't talk to no damn body, including Melody. I'm going to tell y'all why. Because I want our reactions to be the most genuine. Okay? When you talk to the cast, sometimes that ruins it when you come out for the first time, because now what you did backstage, it doesn't have the same energy on the stage. That's just me. Now, once we're out there, I'm talking with you and everything else, but I believe that for reunion shows, you should not talk to the cast. But hey, that's just me. That don't mean I don't love people, but I'm about the art form of hosting. I'm about the craft. I'm about the skill set of what it means to host. But anyway, Carlos goes around, talks to the cast. Carlos asks Melody, so are we going to talk this reunion? And Melody says yes, because Carlos says that she was keeping it cute and mute last season's reunion rather. So Carlos says to Maurice, I thought Martell was the most hated man in America, but you definitely, and Kimmi says, rise through the ranks. And then Carlos goes to Martell and says, "You look swole." Really, Carlos? You trying to get with Martell, bro? Like, what? Why did you have to say that he looks swole? Why was that your first thought? But then they talk about, have you had a home cooked meal? And Martell says that nobody wants to cook meals these days, and so Martell says, so you have nobody that cooks for you? And I think he said that coleslaw cooks from time to time, but they bleeped it out. But I think that's what he said. Now, don't quote me, though. So then Carlos goes to Cormy and Stortney. Cormy and... Why did I say Cormy? I'm thinking Stormi and Courtney as Cormy. Anyway, but goes to Stormi and Courtney's dressing room and says, don't throw money at me. I'm the good guy. I'm afraid of you. So, Courtney is cool as a cucumber in the back, okay? He is cool as a cucumber, okay? Listen. And then we go to Kiki, and Carlos says, we're not going to have any drinks on the table. And Kiki says, how about we have no drinks at all? And Carlos says, we won't. Carlos, you shady. You shady for that. You shady for that. Because honestly, if it was me, I'm like, you know what, y'all? We're going to have some fun. We're going to have some fun. So we're going to raise money for St. Jude Hospital. So everybody go change, and we got the dunk for a cause dunk tank. I would have been that damn petty as the host. But anyway, let's keep rolling. Except, I would go and play some Melody, because Melody's a chocolate angel from heaven that should be protected, loved, and embraced at all times. Amen. Hallelujah. Mama said, Mama sa, Mama kusa. But anyway, let's keep rolling. Let's keep rolling. Lord help. So then Marcel and Tisha are both in boxing robes. I cannot, really. So y'all are Rocky, y'all not y'all singing. Anybody ask me who I am? Stand up tall, look in the face and say, I'm not mountain in the sky with my back against the wall. Hey, I made it. I'm the world's greatest. Not y'all having that type of energy, Marceau and Tisha. And then there's a montage of different quotes of the season with a boxer. And so then Carlos King says, welcome to the Love and Marriage Huntsville reunion. As we get ready to get into it with some of my favorite couples, even though I have a favorite. So Maurice and Kimmi come out first. Kimmi almost trips, and Carlos says, for once, have her back. We know that you guard her front, but have her back. And then Maurice says that he always likes it from the back. And Carlos says, that makes two of us. And Kimmy's like, that's not funny. You're off to a bad start. And then Marceau and Tisha come out, and it's like, Tisha, really? Really, though? Like, now why does it look like the Temu or Wish version of a genie costume? Like, I'm just saying, like, I think a good, wrap dress, or, out with a slit probably would have been fine for you, but that right there, no, that was just a little, it was all the rhinestones and then the corset, from the dollar store that looked like that for me. But that's neither here nor, hey, listen, that's what you wore on national TV and we're just all talking about. So don't bring us the smoke when you can't handle even your own smoke that you cause for your damn self. But anyway, then Carlos says, please welcome Stormi and Courtney Steele. I mean Beasley. And Marceau almost laughed. I'm like, Marceau, shut up. You know he did that because of what you did in the town hall meeting. Lord help. So then Martell comes out and, comes out in this suit, and Carlos King says, is this a Carlos King original? And then Martell tries to sit in Melody's seat. Bruh, y'all know y'all divorced. Stop it. But yet you posted on Instagram that you don't want her back, though. But yet you tried to sit in her seat. Oh, Lord, I can only imagine the new men that are the chairs now, and you not the chair. Oh, that must make you piss the hell off, because she probably knows how to throw that thing back, ride it, and be a whole water park. Anyway, so then Melody comes out, and y'all, she is looking like if Soul Train came back, she would be the best outfit of the night on the new edition of Soul Train. Because let me tell you something. That was a masterpiece. That was a you know how you hear about somebody looks better in person? That was that personified. And Lord Jesus. Listen. Honestly, what I would have done if I was Melody to make Martell jealous. Oh, y'all, before we move on, I'm now Melody Cherie Lee. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome my new man, Braylon Lee. What's good, y'all? What's good? And I would have sat down right there. I would have said, Melody, I got this. No. You move over here. I'm gonna move right here next to Carlos. What it is? What's up with it? Let me tell you something. If I was Melody, I would have brought a man out just to piss off Martell. Like, guess what? You ain't gonna have shit to do with this. You're not gonna have shit to say this reunion, because I'm gonna make sure you don't get a word in edgewise. But you couldn't make her go off her edge. Ooh. So Melody says, Carlos looks great. And Carlos said, next to y'all, I have to try. Melody says, does Red mean that you're bringing fire this reunion? Carlos says, well, he is a fire starter. And Carlos, the face you made, bro, was just, it was so damn necessary. Listen, people are not already liking you because you ain't responded to Martell. But anyway, so Carlos said, this is our 4th reunion. it's your fourth reunion, but you said on social media that this is your third reunion. So which one is it? But anyway, Carl said this is our fourth reunion. Do you ever think we would make it to four? And Kimmi said after one, yes. One was the concern for her. It was the vision. Then Carlos says that Melody, you changed your name from Holt to Rogers, and how do you feel? Melody says freedom, light, happiness, peace, and that she was ready to have a good time. And Melody says everyone energy seems great across the stage, and Martell already making faces already. And Martell said it was itch or what. She said when she was with him, she was free. Lies. Great things going. Facts. Ain't it's change. Lies. But Melody said that things have changed. Now, here's the thing that really got to me. Martell, if she was free when she was with you, then why did she divorce you? Because if she was free, she would still be in the marriage with you. Oh, oh, oh. So Carlos feels a different energy in the room that they are all in a great mood. And I'm like, that's because everybody has just sat down, Carlos. Has just sat down. By the way, y'all, this is going to be a long one, so I'm about to go to the window, to the wall, okay? So let's get to the getting, okay? Let's do what the hell we do and go on tour and do a little pit stop. Actually, you know what? This is kind of like a mini road trip. Let's go ahead and do it. I know it's under Brand Lee's Virtual Tour Pit Stop, but y'all, we about to go from the crack of the opening of the show to the lunch break. So y'all get your snacks, get your wine, get your glasses, or if you or listen, you know, people love a little bit of ASMR in the background. As you're doing other things. So let's just go ahead and do what we do. So we start off with Marceau and Tisha. You know, they recap, you know, the season with Marceau and Tisha. And Carlos said that y'all were in the hot seat for your business acumen this season. Marceau said, really? I didn't feel it. And Carlos said, oh yeah, I felt it, not just because I'm wearing red. So the Black Business Expo was their first event. It ran great despite the hate, and 2024 is going to be great. I don't think there was anything to hate on, because in order to hate on something, you would have to give a damn about it, Tisha. But okay. Tisha said, and then Carlos said, who do you think in this group hated you or hated the event, and particularly on the stage? And Tisha said everybody in the group hated on the event. Melody said that she was very proud of Tisha and Marceau, and Martell chimed in with, she said everybody. Dumb, you dumb ucker. Do you not realize everybody means you too, Martell? Idiot. I can't with him. So then, you know, for what it is, Marceau said Maurice, Melody, and Martell did give positive feedback. And then Carlos said not Kimmi, and Marceau said not quite. And Kimmi said she thought, she said that it turned out great. However, she's not afraid to say if something could be better. So Marceau said, just, you know, Tisha said Marceau told her, let's just listen in this meeting, right? However, Tisha was like over it. You know, we do something good for the community. This is the thanks we get. So then Carlos turns over to Courtney and Stormi and asks, do you look at Marceau and Tisha on the level of power of a power couple like y'all are? And then, you know, Tisha tries to attack Stormi and misses, as she always does. Because guess what? The question was to Stormi and Courtney. So if they say no, that's their response. Just because you don't like the answer doesn't mean you have the right to be upset, right? Carlos asked them a question. They gave an answer. What are they supposed to do? And so Tisha said, Stormi said, to Marceau, y'all should pop y'all. Hang on, I'm sorry, y'all. This part one was quite a lot. It really, really was. I mean, my lord. So Tisha says to Stormi, said to Tisha something, and then Marceau said that y'all should pop y'all collars. Wait, I'm trying to think. I'm sorry, y'all. So there was a exchange of energy, and then basically the TikTok thing. The TikTok thing doesn't matter to Tisha. Well, obviously, if it did matter to you, Tisha, then why did you say it? Like, that's the thing I can't stand. Like, people will be sneak dissing you, and then when you call them out on it, now they want to play like the victim. Like, I mean, oh Lord, the things you say you don't focus on, but yet you're the one doing the stalking. Shocking, right? I could. So Stormi said that she makes $2 million a month, and that is $24 million a year, essentially. So that ain't too bad. But you have that big house in the pasture, so I know that that's got to be some maintenance. And then you got your business expenses, which you can write off. But still, like, to make $2 million a month, I would love to make $2 million a month. Hell, my damn self. I think anybody would. So Tisha said, go pay them people with that TikTok money, boo. And Stormi was like, what? And that Tisha said that Stormi doesn't pay invoices. And Stormi says it's wrong to throw digs at people as they're trying to get things right. And when you make as much money as I do, come talk to me. Stormi said that she was reading scripts in the car, and Tisha said, go pop some pills and shut up. Now, I thought, as we all thought, that was going to be for what? Kiki, right? But as we are seeing this, oh, Lord Jesus, that really was too far. Marcel did try to tell Tisha to stop. And Stormi said, you came from me first. And so then, the web designers talked about that was a copy and paste error. Stormi said, let's not talk about how I felt, that I gave your ass grace. But, and that's what the fuck I did. But what we're not going to do is pretend that y'all didn't come for agenda and say that slick ish that just came out y'all mouth. And nobody had a response, including Tisha and Marcel, because Stormi was absolutely right. Like, you wait, Tisha, until the reunion in a controlled environment to get your rocks off. No, if you act that bad, if you act that bad, you do it during the season, because now it makes you look weak. But then again, you are weak. So why are we not surprised? So, Tisha talks about the web designer and that a lot of people have used him. He corrected it. It was fine. And Carlos said it wasn't Tisha's error. No, it absolutely was. You hired him, then guess what? Whatever he does, that is a reflection on you. That's just like Carlos. You couldn't respond to Kenya Moore and do and finish off reviewing, the Real Housewives of Atlanta reunion on your YouTube channel. And Kenya Moore said the quiet part out loud about your own show, but yet you can't respond. So no, guess what? If you can't respond to something that is on your own show, then guess what? Tisha should be able to take responsibility for what happened to her. Like, dude, that you hypocritical Mitch. I'm calling you that, because at this point, I don't give a damn. Not here, not there, anywhere. Braylon Lee, I am. I'm like, it wasn't Tisha's error, but yet it happened under her control, and she hired him. So Carlos said that this was a copy, paste, control, Apple V situation. And Carlos would made that web designer make a statement on his page that it made a mistake, and it was it was unfair that you got blamed, Tisha. It was her website, Carlos. And then Stormi says anything in business we have to take the blame for. And then you agreed with Stormi. So which is it, Carlos? Which is it, bruh? And that you said that the web designer should have made a statement on his page that they made a mistake. Will you do that on your Instagram? Because you've seen social media, what we've been saying, what's been happening. So will you say, listen, Martell Holt will be fired for everything that he's done? Are you going to do what you said that web designer should do? Probably not. So you shouldn't tell anybody what they should and should not do when you ain't doing what you're supposed to do. I'm just like, really? Really? Because Carlos really shouldn't be hosting the damn reunions, because my thing is this: if you can't be responsible for what you do, you can't host a reunion to hold people accountable. That's just me. That's just me. So then we get to Kimmi and Maurice. So Kimmi and Maurice, they go over, the season of, her libido that nobody cares about, nobody wants to know about, and it's a tired out storyline, just like her trying to get it back. Angela Bassett, who played Stella, and Stella got her groove back because she actually she actually owned up to what she did, and she blew that car up on fire because she was like, listen, this fire in me is going to get out one way or another. You still trying to control the flames of defending your man, so please stop. Please stop, Kimmi. Please stop. So Kimmi thought she was depressed, but it turns out it was the medication. And so Carlos asked Maurice, did his, rocket go through a depression at the time because he felt that it was mental, and she was taking one for the team. Maurice said that he was ignorant to the situation, that he learned a lot, and he apologized that he's a different person because of it. Tisha does a smirk and Marceau does a fake clap. I'm like, I don't know why y'all gave that reaction, because like, Tisha, you got big mad that you took a pregnancy test and Marceau didn't believe you and said that you were cheating. So I don't know why you had a smirk on your face, but of course, using your words, y'all have a dark soul. So of course, dark souls won't be able to understand pain, strife, and misery. Oh, but yet y'all personify that. Anyway, let's roll on, because oh Lord, just I can't. So Carlos then says, a lot of people feel that Maurice was sexually abusing you and sexually forcing himself on top of you. And Tisha's face was like, oh my God. And it's like, did you not hear the interview, Tisha, where Maurice said that she lays there, rolls over, and the fact that she lays there, rolls over, and takes it? That can sound like doing the most. Abusing somebody. Somebody could take it that way, but it seemed like she had no control. So yeah, Carlos said what needed to be said, but yet you got upset that Marceau didn't believe that, didn't believe you on that you didn't cheat. The selective outrage that we have here, ladies and gentlemen, my Lord. So, Carlos then says, I'm sure you're seeing it, I'm not making it up. And so, when Maurice said that you sat there and take it, as this poor woman going through chemo and radiation, you took it like a champ because, he needed it. Kimmi says a fruitful sex life for her has always been a top priority. And for her, she wants it. So it's not just about him. I want that back. Carlos talks about faking an orgasm and he says, I'm not saying it's wrong or right. Maurice says that it's wrong. Kimmi said, no, it's not. And then Kimmi said, there are plenty of women who fake it that ain't sick. And from what I hear on social media and from the stories that I read, because I always try to make sure that I stay on top of things, so I can become a better man and also be more informed and more of a resource than a hindrance, unlike these boys on the screen that we saw here. I don't think women have to fake about lying about faking an orgasm. I don't think they do it, because the molecular structure and biology and the psychology for women is different than men. Like, did y'all not go to school? Because it sure seems like y'all didn't. My Lord. So I just, you can't tell a woman what she's been through. Like, what the hell? And so, Kimmi says there are women who have faked it who ain't sick. And Marceau says, if you ain't faked it, don't tell the truth now, babe. And Tisha, laughs, but then her face. And I put in my notes, WTF with her teeth. And I'm like, she looked like Alvin and the Chipmunks. Like, I don't know what that look was for, but that should have been a different look. It should have been smiling, laughing, not just the scrunched up teeth, rather. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Listen, they the ones that put themselves on TV. I'm just talking about. So anyway, oh Lord. Kimmi then says that, faking it was the best option for her, because if I faked it and I'm not in, because Carlos says, if I, Carlos says, no, I'm sorry, y'all. Listen. Oh, if I faked it because I'm not enjoying it, at least my husband will be pleased. I think Kimmi said that, if I'm not mistaken. Then Kimmi said faking it was the best move for me. The caveat is, was telling him. If she didn't tell anyone, then everyone would be happy. And then Maurice said it's not reality, but Marceau said it is reality. Maurice said no, because I'm going to give you more of what you asked for. So then the whole lie is compounded on. And what I want is to make sure I'm there when you're there. Well, guess what? guess what? That's not how it. That's not how it works. You shouldn't give a damn when she gives a damn. Guess what? You should be giving a damn more. You should be giving a damn about her more than she gives a damn about you. And I say that don't at me, brothers. Don't at me, because at the end of the day, guess what? You you have properties in you that activate her. She has properties that activating you. If you're not giving a damn about her, then why should she give a damn about you? So if you go in one to make sure she is good, she will make sure you is good. I want to make sure I'm there when you're there. Well, guess what? If you do what you're supposed to do, she'll always be there. Oh, Lord. So Marcel said, maybe you're just bad at sex. And Maurice said, maybe that is a thing. At 45, you do. Who knows? It's like, you know, people just gonna ridicule you for that, but okay. With Melody, Carlos said that Melody, said that she faked orgasms in bed with Martell. But before that question is asked, Martell said, that's cap. The bed is always wet. Dude, really? Really? You sound like a 5-year-old on the playground. Oh, look, I ate all my popsicle. You know what? I need to stop. I need to stop. You know what? Let's roll on. Because he said the bed was always wet. That's like, really? You ate ice cream and you didn't make a mess. Like that ice cream is supposed to be messy, you dumb uck. Like, oh my God. Oh, okay. All right. There's more to sex than the bed being wet. Because if she's not feeling anything, then guess what? At that point, you could just throw a Home Depot Rubbermaid, gallon onto the bed. Like, really, like, just because you drink water doesn't mean that you're quenched. It just means you're cooled off. It's about your body temperature and how you move and how you feel. Oh, my Lord, Martell, you such a dumbass, my God. So anyway, Melody said that, yes, she was faking orgasms in her marriage. Martell asked Carlos, why aren't you asking why she's lying right now? Because she doesn't have to, bruh. She doesn't have to. Okay? And then Martell says that he has a hook and a curve. And Tisha's face looked like a frog if you pause your screen. Marcel had no reaction, but I feel like he wanted to have a reaction, but he was like, no, this ain't my fight, bro. I'm gonna let you have it. And then Maurice and Kimmi reacting. Why does they keep saying Cormy? Stormi and Cormy have no reaction. Melody said, it's just like how you were unfaithful the whole marriage. And Martell said, I told you about that. No, Melody said, no, I figured that out. And Martell said, ain't no woman I'm gonna be faking nothing. And then Carlos asked, what about Martell's sex that didn't make you feel satisfied? Martell is offended by the question. Oh, Melody said that she doesn't like the big ego type, and when they switch on how they love you lovey-dovey one day and then they treat you bad the next, it can change your body response to how you want to be loved, and that is a real fact. If I ain't giving a damn about, why should I give a damn about you in bed? Like, facts on facts on facts. And then Carlos asked, what about Martell's sex that didn't make you feel satisfied? Oh yeah, I already said all that. So then Tisha, before that, Carlos asked Martell, did you enjoy your sex life with Melody? And everybody says, well, the bed was wet. Like, good damn. Tisha gets asked if she's ever faked it, hesitates, and Maurice said that was a yes. And then Tisha said, you have to have great sex in a marriage. That's all I can say. And then finally she says, every woman has before. It's like, just say it, you faked it with Marcel, move the hell on. It's a yes or no question. Good damn. And then Stormi says that Courtney pleases her every time and never faked it with Courtney. And also, you know what? I'm going to just say this right now. I think, because, Stormi does have a bit of a shape. I know some of y'all say that she doesn't, but I mean, she does have some hips and fingertips. And you know what? I think Stormi and Courtney probably asked, like, how long is this lunch break? Now, I know they probably filmed that for what it was, but they probably went to a hotel and got it in. Or they might got it in the green room. Turn these cameras off and get out of here. Lift that dress up. And let me tell you, that pink dress wasn't the only thing popping and poofing up in the green room. Okay, listen. Because let me tell you something. Stormi and Courtney, they have a vibe to each other. I gotta tell you something. I'm here for it. Like, Stormi is the spice, and Courtney is the sweet teddy bear, but he can get activated when he needs to. I tell you what, listen. Stormi gets activated off of that energy. So then, y'all, we at lunch break. Woo, man. Marcel said Tisha did a lot, and Tisha is like fed up with it. Marcel said, he didn't address them because their last name is not Scott. And Tisha said ever since season 1, she's been quiet. Lies, and more lies. Marcel says 3 words: black business. But we have to be responsible. We have to be responsible after this. And you have to be a businesswoman, because if you respond to this mess, then you gotta get on that level. Then Tisha says that she is a businesswoman, but you can't have people keep coming for you. Marcel disagrees. Marcel says a plane can't be good for 90% of the time and then crash one time. And she said we were just going to have to agree to disagree. And then Marcel says, how can Stormi get under your skin? And Tisha says that she's not under my skin. She's not under your skin, but you said go pop some pills and shut up to her. And you say she doesn't pay invoices. Like, if she didn't get to you, why did you respond to her out there? You came for her. Like, and let me tell you something. I've been saying Stormi has become the unelected voice, the reason that nobody asked for. Let me tell you something. Stormi handled herself in that. You didn't. You looked like the clown. The best way for a clown to be shown is for them to keep playing the clown till everybody else sees them as the clown. Because eventually, the more you don't respond, the more crazy they look. So now, she got under your skin. You just trying to save your face on TV. That's all you trying to do. So Marcel said that, Stormi is not going to stop. And Tisha says, how many times is it okay for people to keep coming at you, Tisha said. And Marcel said 1,000,000 times. He could care less. Now, for the 0.01% of intelligence, Marcel is somewhat right. I say somewhat right because I do agree with Tisha. At some point, you have the right to defend yourself. But also, too, when you're not taken up for what you do, you don't get a pass. You don't get a pass. And I'm just like, oh, Lord. So then Stormi and Courtney are in their green room. And so Stormi thinks it's funny to come to the reunion, have some balls, and she was ucking quiet the whole season. I think something to that degree was said, and that Tisha practiced on the plane. And Courtney said he ain't never heard her talk before, and now it's crazy. And Stormi said, you and me are not the same. You can't do what I do, or will never be able to do what I do. The only reason why y'all are known is because of Love and Marriage Huntsville. Stormi said, I tried to give her grace, or I gave her ass grace. Now I'm going to give you hell. And then Maurice visit Martell, and Martell takes off his suit because he doesn't want stains on his suit. I'm the same way. You know what I mean? I want to look clean at all times. So I get that. But that's about the only thing I get. So then, Maurice talks about, him and Martell getting beat up, and Martell says he didn't get beat up. Lies. If you didn't get beat up, then why did you respond to Melody, sir? The bed is always wet. Sir, you got beat up. Shut up. So Martell said, I can't believe that Melody lied. No, it's not that you can't believe Melody lied. It's the fact that you can't believe that she really is done with your ass. That's what you really can't believe, but you can't say the quiet part out loud. So, Maurice said, it feels away, doesn't it? Because, that can hurt somebody's ego. I'm not saying that he said that, but I'm just adding some context there. And then Martell says, Kimmi's always kept it 100, and Kimmi ain't gonna be lying. But Melody is, shut up. You just saying that just so that way you can, you can get away with trying to throw Melody under the bus. Stop it. We all see your games. So Maurice said, when Kimmi said she faked it, I knew it was real. And maybe, he's not good as he thought. And Martell said, just because you last 15 hours doesn't mean that you're good. And Maurice said, that's a bad 15 hours. So you said that just because you last 15 hours doesn't mean that you're good. But yet you said the bed was always wet. Get the fuck out of here. So then Melody said that Martell was doing the most. And as her hairstylist, can a man tell you how your body felt? She said no. Y'all, that is part one. Ah, listen, part two video is on the way. That is my take on Love and Marriage Huntsville. Part one, of this part one of the reunion. So y'all got 30 minutes. Y'all got 34 minutes out. I mean, like, comment, share, and subscribe. One love, much love, all love. Woo! Man, this reunion is about to be some heat. One love, much love, all love. Bye, yeah, 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 yeah. Bye, yeah, 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 yeah. Bye, everybody.